Hey everyone, Table Hunks Adventure here, and just heading out again for a short drive, and I thought I would discuss what kind of content do you guys consume. Now this is referring specifically to YouTube, and for me, I've been on YouTube probably since pretty close to the beginning. I remember when Smosh started out on YouTube and blew up from there and got super popular. Kind of getting on with gaming videos with PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I remember when PewDiePie had given Jack his shout out and got his channel to blow up. Even throughout the years, channels come and go, content that you watch kind of changes. Now, of course, I don't remember the 200 or so channels that I watch, and I'm not going to list them all out here in this video, but in terms of content that I consume, it's usually a mixture depending on what I'm doing, right? Is it something that could be played in the background? Is it something I want to, give my attention to and watch? Or is it something that can just be, listened to as well? And for me, there's different creators. I still watch Markiplier when he puts up videos for gaming or just anything else that he does. He's got a nice soothing voice and he's very entertaining. I also watch Good Mythical Morning. That's still been a very steady program that we watch, especially when we're eating, whether it's like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We will have an episode on of Good Mythical Morning. We also watch various other entertainment channels like the Try Guys. Watch Game Theory, just because it's interesting seeing how they theorize about different games and movies and things that I'm just kind of genuinely interested in terms of that media. We follow a lot of people that live in Japan. There's like Hollow from Tokyo, Tokidoki Traveler, Tokyo Lens, and Norm's videos have always been great. I love watching him go into the Japanese countryside, or even just, wandering the city at night and just really showing the beauty of Japan. There's also been a new YouTuber that I've been watching named Matt Guy, and he kind of goes around, he shows the properties that he's bought and fixed up in the snowier parts of Japan, so it's been interesting seeing that side of things as well. And Tokidoki Traveler, Emma, she works with Tokyo Creative, so they've got a lot of cool videos as well. And then there's some other people in that space as well that kind of put out content together, or they're friends and make videos in that sense. And then, outside of those things, there are other channels, music, there are bands, artists that I like, so I've kind of got some content from that, just so I can stay in the loop of them, because that's where they're going to put their music. You're not always going to, hear some of that on social media, unless it's like in a snippet or just in a story. What else do we got? Oh, and then also a lot of the dead mall stuff that I've been very interested in. Watching dead malls, dying malls, so there's people that explore those kind of places from time to time, such as like the Proper People. There's Fleabitten Adventures. I really liked him, where he kind of just goes and does mall tours. He also goes out and does other adventures, such as going to flea markets, so sometimes it's neat just seeing what he sees while he's out and about at markets. The other guy, I don't know the name, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's North, something with a C, but he is also a great YouTuber in terms of putting out content where he is going around malls and he does live streams and chats with people while kind of exploring these dying malls. So that's another favorite of mine. And some other things. I like some of the video documentaries. I can't think of like a better way that they're worded unless that's what it is. But Zachary Smeagol, I believe, Smeagol, however you say his last name, he's got some really great videos, which also kind of helped inspire me to just start making videos. Obviously, I don't do anything like him, but it inspired me to try and talk more, be on camera in that sense. So, there's probably hundreds of channels that I'm not thinking of now that I watch, but there's none coming to mind right now. But that's the kind of content that I consume. I know other people, may watch other things like Mr. Beast or beauty content or, mukbangs or whatever the case may be, or just other gamers. I would be interested in knowing what people consume in 2025 or, later if you're seeing this video, because the world of YouTube has changed so much. There are, millions of channels, if not tens of millions of channels now compared to when YouTube first started, and, the handful of content creators that started kind of became the OGs, and it kind of blossomed from there. I would love to know what other people watch. Maybe I've inspired you to check out some of the channels that I had mentioned, and maybe some that you put in the comments are ones that I want to see, especially if they're kind of related to what I've been watching, or, even outside of that. You don't really know until you watch. So, but that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.